Hey, good morning. How are you today? It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. And today I want to revisit something we haven't done in a month. We haven't done a 10X Tuesday in a month almost. It feels like it. And I want to visit that 67-day challenge, how it can help you 10X for the long game, and how you can apply the 67-day challenge to maybe your team, your Scrum team. So we're going to talk about that today. Getting 10X to long game, the more and more I do the 67-day challenge for myself personally, the more and more it makes sense and it feels better. So let's talk about that today on the 5 a.m. Master Scrum Show as we talk about Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way as we bring more value to customer, not work so hard to get the value and have a little fun along the way. And why, Greg? Why 67-day challenge? What does it have to do with me as a Scrum Master, a servant leader, an Agile coach, product owner, team member, or anybody who's watching this show, or a business owner? Well, part of it is we want to do the long game. I figured, God bless the Pope. Pope died the other day at 88. I got another 33 years before I get there. So I got to think about the long game, even though I'm, I say I'm old, but still I got 33 more years to go. So I want to make the long game plans for how I want to be, watching my father and having his ulcer bleed out kind of thing and getting back in shape and mentality and watching my parents get older too. What can I do? So start developing the 67-day challenge. It has a 5 a.m. at the end. If you want to look for it, 67-day challenge, 5 a.m. But if you look for either one, you should see it popping up in social media, YouTube, however. What I see is a couple things. Why this makes sense. Why do I say this is going to 10x your long term? Every leader in the business industry, successful people, come down to a couple of things they talk about. They talk about working on the mind, talk about working on the body, talk about working on the spirit. And recently I've added relationships because from a business perspective or a personal perspective, we are beings of relationships, right? If you're a team leader, you are managing relationships. If you're a leader, if you're a member of a team, you are working on relationships. So all four of them play no matter what you do in life, personal and business, right? So they all talk about that. So what does that mean? How do you do that? So one of the things I found out, I was listening to podcasts and they were talking about how exercise, and they're talking about building muscles. Lady wrote a book and she said, building muscle builds the brain. And I say, yeah, it kind of makes sense to that. So getting healthy in the body helps the mind and the mind helps the body, right? And the spirit in general and all that kind of stuff. Where I say you're going to 10x your life. If you're feeling more healthy, like part of my challenge is to work out every day, to hit the bike every day, to eat healthier every day. I'm not going to say I'm a saint. I live in Philadelphia. There's cheesesteaks everywhere. Don't know if you can do that maybe necessarily. And my family went out and got Chipotle last night, though I didn't eat it. I got it for lunch later today. So what's the 10X? How you do this? So think about yourself. 10X in your body, your mind, working on the 67-day challenge. I hope you follow it and give me suggestions what you want to do and share with what you're doing. But your team will read from you whether or not you tell the truth. If you're asking them to improve every day of their lives, every day in the workplace, you're asking them to do better, then what are you doing to yourself to get better? And that's what I kind of said last time. What are you doing for yourself to prove that you're getting better so you can coach the team? Very similar. Here's a couple of things I want to say from a team perspective. What can you do from a 67-day activity with your Scrum team or your work team or your group, your marketing team, whatever it is? Come up with things that are good habits. What are the good habits you want your team to do? What are the good habits you want to do as a servant leader? Is a good habit, let's take the daily Scrum. To have the daily Scrum not go more than 15 minutes, to keep it brief, keep it on time. Track personally for 67 days what it takes to make the daily scrum last under 15 minutes? What do you need to do? Do you need to prep for it? And retrospect if you fail. But do that for 67 days as a leader. If you are a team leader or manager and you have a meeting, challenge yourself that my meeting should only last for 20 minutes, not a full half hour. Maybe they're just 20 minutes long, but definitely not an hour. Or if you were doing hour-long meetings, challenge yourself the next 67 days. But these meetings are going to be a half hour. Turn those ideas into good habits. So for 67 days, you work at it. Sometimes you're going to get a little long, some are going to get less. So you let's say you budget a team meeting for an hour normally. You decide you're going to make a 67-day habit, and you tell everyone in the team, my goal is to get this meeting down to a half hour. I'm going to need your help, but this is my goal. So we're going to book an hour. My goal is within, at some point we're going to be doing 30-minute meetings. That's your challenge. Sometimes you're going to go over because it's going to drift off, and then you got to pick up why did it drift off and bring it back in. So that's something as a manager, as a scrum master, as a leader, how can you use a 67-day challenge to get there? Now, from a team perspective, one of the things I like to do is I like to build dashboards. I notice a lot of teams, a lot of members do not look at the dashboards, right? Maybe you initiate a 67-day challenge for every day the team individuals look at the dashboard, or you make it every day during sprint planning or sprint or daily scrum. You look at the dashboard for the next 67 days. You want them to be competent on what the metrics are, so they get into a good habit of checking in on the board where they stand before you get into daily scrum every day, right? What is going on? What's the thing? And then you can do other challenges with these 67 days. You can do email challenges. Don't check social media for the whole entire morning. Like, can I make it through not going social media from daily scrum to lunchtime and just work on what I got? Don't let all these things interfere with what I'm doing. Maybe that's a challenge you can do. So these are where you can use the 67-day challenges in the office with your team, as yourself as an individual as well. How do you manage meetings to get into good daily habits? What's a good daily habit? I would say not looking at social media from post daily scrum until lunchtime is a good daily habit not to do. And track it and see how far you can go. And then if you don't make it, penalize yourself. Like, if I don't do it, I don't get to have social media for the rest of the day until I get back to that date where I made it through the social media challenge, right? So think about these things from a good habit. This can help you in the office, because what are you going to do? Let's say I'm not checking social media for 67 days in the morning, right? I guarantee you're going to get more work done. I guarantee you're going to be more focused on what you get job at hand. I guarantee you're going to 10x what you do for the day, right? So maybe this sounds kind of weird and off, but I'm telling you right now, if you were to do a 67-day challenge to not look at social media from time your daily scrum ends, or you should do it before daily scrum, but you're in a meeting, hopefully you're not doing it during daily scrum, from daily scrum to lunchtime, right? Do not check social media at all for 67 days. See how much more work you get done, more quality work, more value for your customer by not going, oh, I'm bored, I'm going to go to social media. Instead of doing something else, go back, focus on the backlog, pull something else. What can I do related to the team? And this is going to 10x your team and yourself and your career. Try that 10x challenge. And I hope everyone, if you get a chance, we're on YouTube, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Instagram, we're in Facebook, we're on Twitter for the pound 67-day challenge. Some of them say 5 a.m., some of them don't, but if you search for it, you'll find us, right? Because we're on there every day. So I post every morning my challenges I'm working on. And the other day I completed a bike challenge where I challenged myself to 15-minute biking every morning, and I got my 67-day challenge in yesterday. Hopefully in a day or two, I'll be at the gym every day. If you notice, I lost some weight. I lost 28 pounds. I lost 28 pounds since December. It's not bad. What are we? 5th month. So not quite a half 6 months. Lost 28 pounds. Maybe when I get 6 months, I'll be able to say I lost over 30 pounds, which would be nice. And that's where the body part comes in mind. And I'm telling you, if you read all the books on how the mind, the body, and everything all work together, you can learn. That's something you should follow up on too. You'll get past that. So what I'm saying, here's a challenge. Here's a 67-day challenge to 10x your value at the office. Do not go on social media in the morning. Do not go on Twitter. Okay, watch my show. Well, hopefully you watch the show before or after, because one of the nice things about what we do, we record it. It's on YouTube. So it's there forever. It ain't going away. So if you don't get to watch it, you can come watch it afterwards. Or you can watch it during lunch to see what's going on in the world of Agile and Scrum on the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum show. Because I'm telling you right now, every day is a new adventure for me. But try that in your work. And I tell you, you will 10x your value you do and what you focus on. Give that a challenge. I would love to hear from everyone. Okay, Greg, I'm going to take on that challenge. I'm not going to do social media between the morning and lunchtime. Just not going to touch it. Not look at YouTube or any of the stuff, Twitter, anything. Facebook, not going to do any of that chat, even if my notifications are going off. Hopefully one day we'll learn how to, someone should make an app to turn off that notifications for certain times of the day. Can you make an app like that? That'd be cool. Let me know. I might want to invest in that app. But try that. Okay. So this is what I'm saying. 10x for the long game. What's a good habit? Social media free morning. So you can do what you got to do. Maybe in the evening, you want to turn it down a notch. You can check out social media at lunchtime and then on your way home from work, or when you get home from work for a little bit, or when you're done at the end of the day and you felt exhausted and you're just like, okay, I want to see what's going on in the world. Try it for 67 days. I challenge you. With that, I want to wish you the best of luck. I want to wish you a happy scrumming. This was our Tuesday 10X, or 2-for-1 Tuesday we do on the show, where we try to come up with ideas to improve, to leap to the next level for yourself, your career, your business. With that, I want to wish you the best. Again, I want to wish you happy scrumming and have a great day. And take care, everyone. Be a little happy. Enjoy some time. With that, see ya. Bye.